Imagine waking up to a horizon filled with warships. This was the reality for fishermen off the Philippines. A fleet of destroyers, frigates, and aircraft carriers from around the world appeared, their presence a silent but unmistakable message. Local boats were dwarfed by these floating fortresses, each flying a different national flag. This was no accident, it was a deliberate show of force, a global convergence in these strategic waters. The United States led with its carrier strike group, joined by Japan, Australia, Britain, Canada, and France, each signaling unity and resolve. Their official mission to promote a free and open sea. But the real message was about power and influence. China, with its own formidable navy and maritime militia, watched closely, asserting its claims with equal determination. The standoff was tense, two visions for the region's future clashing in silence. The Philippines, at the center, became the world's most watched maritime crossroads. Every maneuver was calculated, every ship a piece in a high-stakes chess game. The world was holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The balance of power in Asia was on display, and the stakes could not be higher. In these waters, the future of global order was being tested. Why all this attention on the Philippines? Look at a map. The Philippines sits at the gateway between the Pacific and the South China Sea, a superhighway for global trade. 1/3 of the world's shipping passes here, carrying everything from oil to electronics. Control of these waters means control over vital trade and energy routes. Beneath the sea lie untapped reserves of oil and gas, making the region even more valuable. Multiple countries, including the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia, claim parts of these waters, leading to constant disputes. The South China Sea is also a crucial fishing ground, feeding millions and supporting local economies. For Filipinos, this is about survival, protecting food, jobs, and national security. When foreign fleets encroach, it's not just politics, it's personal. The United States is the most visible player, backing the Philippines through a decades-old defense treaty. Its warships signal a commitment to keep these waters open and stable. China, meanwhile, claims almost the entire South China Sea, building artificial islands and deploying a massive navy to enforce its will. Japan, dependent on maritime trade, has strengthened its navy and joined joint patrols, determined to keep sea lanes free. Australia, the UK, France, and Germany have also sent ships, showing this is a global issue, not just a regional one. These nations form a coalition united by the principle that the world's oceans should be governed by law, not force. Every patrol, every exercise is a message. Freedom of navigation must be protected. The South China Sea has become a stage for great power rivalry, with the Philippines at its heart. The world is watching and the stakes are global. At its core, this is about trade and alliances. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global commerce. If blocked, the world feels it. The Philippines and the US are bound by a treaty, their joint patrols a visible promise of support. For smaller nations, alliances are a shield against bigger powers. Security here means upholding freedom of navigation. Ships from any nation must be able to pass safely. Warships from the US, Japan, and others patrol to deter threats and keep sea lanes open. An international court ruled in favor of the Philippines in 2016, but China rejected the decision. The dispute is a test. Will nations respect international law, or will might make right? The answer will shape the future of global order. The presence of so many warships shows just how high the stakes are. What happens near the Philippines affects us all. This is a contest between rule of law and rule by force, an issue that will define the 21st century. A conflict here could disrupt global supply chains, raising prices for fuel, electronics, and food everywhere. The world's economic stability depends on peaceful, open seas. The South China Sea crisis is a test of diplomacy, restraint, and respect for international rules. A single miscalculation could spark a wider conflict, making peace and dialogue more important than ever. The principles at stake, freedom, law, security, are universal. Their fate will ripple across every shore.